everybody. My name is Aaron Ford, and I am your Attorney General. Thank you for being here today. Accompanying me this morning are Christine Jones-Brady, my Assistant Attorney General, and Melissa Rosenthal, a Senior Deputy Attorney General in the Special Prosecution for Consumer Protection and Fraud Unit. Not present with me, but who also deserves recognition for what I'm about to announce today, are William Scott, who is my Chief of Investigations, my Chief of Prosecutions, Alyssa Engler, Matthew Rasbrook, who is my Special Prosecutor for Consumer Protection and Fraud, Peter Smith, who is a Senior Deputy Attorney General in the Special Prosecution for Consumer Protection and Fraud Unit as well. I mentioned Melissa Rosenthal already, Rhonda Collins, the Legal Secretary, and Rhonda Holmes, Supervising Legal Secretary, are quite instrumental in what we're talking about today. I've called this press conference to announce that charges have been filed in connection with the failed fiber optic project in Lovelock. Our investigation has uncovered that Steven Allen Kromer, the owner of the company leading the project, unlawfully diverted millions of dollars of taxpayer funds to his personal bank accounts. My office is charging Mr. Kromer with one count of theft in the amount of $25,000 or more, but less than $100,000, and 30 counts of theft in an amount greater than $100,000. All Category B felonies. These crimes include a total loss of over $7 million. Count 1 carries a minimum sentence of 1 year and a maximum sentence of 10 years. Counts 2 through 31 carry a minimum sentence of 1 year and a maximum sentence of 20 years. The charges are all probationable, but if convicted, the sentencing is up to the judge. In 2023, the Nevada Department of Transportation entered into an agreement with Uprise to build telecommunication infrastructure around Lovelock for approximately $9.125 million. After this agreement was entered into, Kromer moved millions of dollars intended for this infrastructure project into his personal account. We have found that over $7 million of this money was moved to Kromer's personal accounts. There is, as many of you know, a federal investigation into this matter as well. We've deconflicted with the federal agencies in regards to the Lovelock project, and I can say no more on that issue at this time. I want to, again, take a moment to thank my investigators who do phenomenal work for their diligent handling of this matter. I always say that my office's unofficial motto is our job is justice. And the work that we've done in this matter exemplifies that. I also want to specifically acknowledge and again thank Melissa Rosenthal and Peter Smith, who will be prosecuting this matter. You've worked and are an indispensable part of this team. And I want to say thank you so much for your pursuit of justice. I have every confidence in you and in Peter and in the team. And with that, I know that you all may have some questions, and I'm going to apologize in advance if I can't answer some of them fully at this time. My intent is to always serve justice, and I must put the needs of the prosecution first. The facts and the circumstances of this case will be litigated in court. I will not litigate this matter in the press. That said, I will now open the floor for a few questions. We are the prosecuting agency in this instance, and that's what we're going to focus on in today's press conference.
Are there any other individuals involved with Mr. Kromer's actions?
I will not be answering that beyond to say we have filed a complaint against Mr. Kromer, believing that Mr. Kromer is guilty for what we've charged in this particular complaint. Other questions?
There was a lawsuit filed in December of 2023 over this case against NDOT and Uprise. Did your investigation criminally start then, or when did the criminal investigation begin?
I'm glad you asked that question because there has been some confusion and frankly misinformation out there about what the office does. We put up walls in my office. We have criminal sides of things and we have civil sides of things. There is no communication between the civil side of my office and the criminal side of my office on this matter in particular. I can say this, by the time you were reporting, Joe, we already had an investigation open. By the time I heard from Senator Ira Hansen, we had already had a reach out and we're looking into these matters. We did receive a formal request from NDOT on January 28th to open up a criminal investigation. And what I will say to you is that our silence in responding to queries about what we do in this office should never be seen as inactivity. Our policy is to never comment on even whether we have an investigation ongoing. That does not mean that we are not doing something. As evidenced by the fact that in 4.5 months, we have gone from an investigation to documents filed in a complaint. And again, I cannot commend enough my investigators and my prosecutors for keeping their heads down during a time period where this office was being attacked for alleged inaction. We are pursuing justice. We'll always pursue justice, irrespective of what the chatter is beyond what it is we're doing.
When did your criminal investigation officially begin?
I can say that in December of last year, we were having inquiries and conversations among ourselves. We got the official request for a criminal investigation to be opened from NDOT on January 28th, 2025, and less than 5 months later, we're filing charges.
But my question was, that's about a year after the lawsuit was filed.
That's a civil side, and as I've indicated, we don't discuss civil issues with our criminal side, nor does our criminal side discuss issues with our civil side. That's a different matter, and not what this press conference is about. But thank you so much for the query in that regard. Are there any other questions?
Do you have a message to the people of Lovelock who are still waiting to get that high-speed internet, waiting for the process to see fruition? Do you have a message for them?
I will say this. Our office pursues justice in all that we do. On the criminal side of things, we will be pursuing justice against Mr. Kromer for absconding with over $7 million of taxpayer funds. We also represent the Nevada Department of Transportation. I will leave comments on the continuation of that project to that side, but I will also say that as civil lawyers for them, we represent justice in that regard too, and we'll do all that we can to help them facilitate in fulfilling the promise that they've made to Lovelock.
Mr. Ford, since you're running for governor, do you have any comment on why the state paid this money up front and how that should be addressed at the state or legislative administrative level?
I won't comment on the politics of what I may be doing in the future. So running for governor is not a comment we're going to talk about here. Nor will I try to dictate what others do in their respective lanes. My job as the Nevada Attorney General is to pursue justice. We're doing that. We have been doing that. We were doing that pending misinformation out there about inactivity. And I'm so proud again of what my team has done. And we will continue doing that to bring Mr. Kromer to justice.
And no word on when he'll be arrested?
As I've indicated, we requested an arrest warrant, and that process is underway. All right. Thanks, everybody. Y'all take care.
Thank you.